Hello, and welcome to Rarely Rad, episode 27, in person New York edition. I have a Gatorade water. I didn't even know they made this, but shout out to Mish for getting me this. And those
Shout out to Austin for getting me a twisted tea at 10 in the morning.
It is 11 a.m. on a Saturday. We got into New York, Isabel's obviously been here. We got into New York yesterday morning. My flight was at 6 a.m. You know, we love a morning flight. And then I had my first beer cider at 8:50 in the morning. And the rest is history.
Yeah. I didn't realize how late we stayed out last night. Shannon texted me. She's like, I texted. I was like, oh my God, I think I'm still drunk this morning. And she's like, is that why you were being all lovey-dovey with me last night? I was like, I don't even remember talking to you.
Oh, like texting her?
I guess.
I was like, we weren't with her. Yeah, we just started drinking and then we had Ruby Rosa. I think that was our downfall. We had dinner at 3:30.
Yeah.
And then we just bounced from rooftop to another rooftop to another bar.
Those drinks at that rooftop, I will say, were surprisingly strong.
The Moxie.
Yeah.
We also, by the end of the night, both of our phones were dead. And I think to blame for that is when we both were trying to track and go to the Moxie. And we both have different Moxies in.
I was like, we got to make it right here. So, and then my phone is the worst thing that's ever happened. Like, it's so bad.
Isabel's phone, it's like she's on an iPhone 7.
I always tell people, like, my phone sucks. Like, let's not use my phone. And people are like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, I don't think you understand what I'm not being dramatic.
I don't think I even understood until I saw it yesterday. And even to take a picture, we all have to sit there for about 5 minutes
because it won't even
pull up the camera, try and photo, and then every single photo is still like a blur mess.
Because it's so bad. Like, even Lauren, she would be like, I hate your phone. Like, just get a new phone.
Oh, it's awful.
It's so bad.
But I think that's why both of our phones died, was us both trying to get us to the Moxie.
But I guess maybe I didn't exit out of the Maps app. That's the only thing, because it was on 50% at 10, and then I didn't really pick it back up until I was trying to go home, and it was dead. And it wasn't like, it's also like only like 3 or 4 hours. Like, it shouldn't go from 50% to dead in 3 hours. And you know what the heck?
Yeah,
and then I spent $50 at Taco Bell.
And you had to order on a screen, and I ordered the completely wrong meal, and then I was like, I can't eat this. They made it wrong. Oh, and not then Taco Bell employees then pulling up our receipt.
They did?
Yeah. And that's when they were like, this is what you ordered. This is chicken. And I was like, I sent Austin up there to try and fix it.
I do remember that. I was just like,
Austin was like, Haley, this is what you ordered. And I was like, I won't eat it. And so Austin was like, they're spitting in your food. Honestly, they probably did, but it's also Taco Bell, so like, who the fuck cares?
There's probably been spit in there.
Yeah. I was just eating though, and as I was eating, I was like just waiting for a hair to be in it, which is so gross, even saying that out loud. Ugh. And I remember I made the comment, and I was like, well, if I didn't have to order on a screen, I would have ordered the correct thing.
Yeah, I struggled to even, like, because what is cheesy gordita crunch under? I didn't think it was going to be under tacos.
I just wanted chalupa, and I pressed the chalupa thing, and it showed a picture of a chalupa with beef. And then somehow they gave me a chalupa with chicken, and that's what I ordered. And I will say that's what the receipt said, but the picture had beef. And also, who orders chicken at Taco Bell?
Yeah, no, nobody.
Like gross. Just get the fake beef.
Do you think it's fake? You know what? It's actually crazy. Taco Bell is surprisingly one of the healthier fast food places, because I mean, it's really just like lettuce and cheese and sour cream and beef.
I don't think the cheese and sour cream are healthy, but when it's mainly a meat and beans and rice, yeah, it's healthy.
Yeah.
But I think it also depends on what you're ordering.
Yeah, I get the cheesy gordita crunch. I don't think that's
that's probably not on the healthy side of things, but they do have their like power bowls and stuff. So I've gotten those like when I'm traveling for work and I'm trying to be like semi-healthy, of just doing that and like not getting Chipotle.
Do they still have the pizzas?
I don't know. They change their menu all the time, I feel like.
I also don't understand. They like take things off of their menu, and I'm like, this has the same ingredients as everything else on the menu. Why can't you make that?
Yeah. Like, I understand, like, Chick-fil-A, they do their seasonal items, and they have their peach milkshake, and right now they've had that maple bacon chicken
Yeah.
sandwich, and then
They'll do
they're
like the peppermint milkshake.
and right now they're about to do the pimento cheese
Oh, sex.
chicken sandwich, which I'm so excited they're bringing back because that was so good. So I understand that. I don't understand Taco Bell's menu changes.
I don't either. All
Oh
of their
my
items
God.
basically have the same 5 ingredients.
Do they still make those like Cinnaball things? Do you remember those?
I do. I don't know.
With like all the cream oozing out of the middle.
I don't know
Those
if
were
they
good.
still
I
make
don't think they
those.
do. I think all they have is like the fucking cinnamon twists now.
Okay, but how expensive has fast food gone? How did I
Okay.
get two cheesy gordita crunches? You got 2 things?
So I remember when we were ordering, I said to you, I said, they raised their prices at this location.
It's insane.
Like,
$50 on
because
6 items.
I bought Taco Bell like last weekend. And well, first I DoorDashed it that one night, and literally I got the chalupa meal, and it was $30 after all of the fees and shit, which is crazy. I ended up getting that money back because I fell asleep when they delivered that. And then I ordered the next day, like actual Taco Bell. I ordered it on like the website so that I could just go in and pick it up. I didn't want to sit there and wait.
Yeah.
Because Taco Bell moves so damn slow. But beside the point,
Mhm.
it was only $13,
Yeah.
which isn't cheap still if you're like thinking I'm going to fast food, whatever.
Remember, it used to be like 99 cents.
Everything used to be like 4 cents. And now
they-
everything is like $4.
Now they even charge you for like extra sauce.
I saw that. What are
If
they
I
doing?
worked at like a place like that, I would just give you this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna charge you for them.
I will say Austin turned me on last night to the spicy ranch.
Oh, the spicy ranch is good.
I had never had that. Wow. If you are next time you're on Taco Bell, make sure you get the spicy ranch.
Yeah, it's good.
Cause yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, it was Ruby Rosa for dinner. That was really good.
Do you recommend that for a pizza spot?
Yeah,
here in New
they're
York?
garlic knots.
Oh, their garlic knots were amazing.
I was so annoying when we arrived. I was like, I just want garlic knots. We just need to get garlic knots. And I just like kept saying it. That was, I think, my favorite thing I ate there. They were so flavorful.
You know what? So I took some of the pizza to go because we were going back to my place, and I thought we were just gonna throw it away. So I was like, I'm just taking it home. I didn't realize that Sheenan and her husband put it on the counter, and I thought it was ours, so I put it in the fridge. So I ended up with all the
Oh
pizza.
my God.
I didn't notice till this morning. I was like, 2
Oh.
pizza boxes.
Tim, you should have brought it over so we could eat it right now.
I had a slice this morning. But I
I'm
was
so
like,
jealous.
I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, also we have two pizza boxes. He's like, yeah, I know. I was like, I took theirs. Like because it was on the counter. I just thought
Yeah,
Austin
you
put
just
it there.
thought Austin set it down, so you took it.
Yeah.
And then we went to that cookie place, Lucian or something.
Yeah.
Those
something
were
like
pretty
that.
good. They were like warm cookies. I really liked those.
They were thick.
Yeah. Well, so I really liked the chocolate chip one,
Yeah.
but the chocolate, the like Reese one, it wasn't Reese's, but like the chocolate peanut butter one, that one was dense and sweet.
Oh, I liked that one.
That was the first one I tried. And then when Mish gave me a piece of the like normal one, I was much more normal girl than the other one.
I love sweets though, you know me.
Yeah.
I'm a Sour Patch Kid.
I was gonna say, but you like the sour candies.
I love Sour Patch Kids so much, and Skittles.
You just love candy.
I do love candy. Like I kind of feel like candy's like a kid thing, and then I kind of feel dumb buying it, but it's so good.
Yeah, like who eats candy?
I eat candy.
Oh, do you remember in high school when I always had a bag of Skittles in my backpack?
I used to do that too. I had emergency Skittles.
I had like the big bag, like
Yeah.
not just like a personal bag. I had a big bag of Skittles in my backpack, and I remember people be like, "Can I get some Skittles?" I'd be like, "Yeah, here you go."
I used to carry it in my purse. Like I'd like go to places, and it would be like I would just be like eating it, and they'd be like, "Wait, I thought you were joking when you said a bag." And I was like, "No, I have my emergency Skittles."
I also always had phone chargers in my backpack. Like even I had like Android phone chargers. I didn't even have an Android, but if someone needed a charger, I had it. Why? I don't know. And then I chewed so much gum back in like middle school, high school. My jaw would be sore from literally just chewing gum.
Gum's kind of gross.
You know, maybe that's why I was skinny. I was always chewing gum.
you probably had a
I need
thick
to-
jawline.
I need to get back on the gum chewing.
I honestly sometimes I'm like, I wonder if that would crave like my sugar craving that I get.
And I would probably make me less hungry because I'm constantly chewing.
And it snatches your jawline.
I need to go get some gum
Mm.
and start doing that because yeah, I need chiseled jaw.
That's what it's chiseled. Snatched.
Snatched. That's the Gen Z way or whatever.
Is that what they're calling it?
Probably. I don't know. I know. I see the TikToks now of like what the kids are saying, like skiddly diddly do or whatever. Skiddity.
Oh, skidded. Yeah, skidded. It's something weird, like skiddly bob doodly or something like that.
Skiddly
like-
diddly do.
I was like, what does that even mean? Like hopping?
I have no idea. And then now instead of like, oh, that's a vibe, it's like, oh, that's an aura.
I think I hate that.
Yeah.
It's so funny because I never thought I'd get to that point where I was like, I don't understand like quote unquote cool lingo.
No.
And I don't.
We are. Yeah. No, like our age is showing.
And same with like technology. I'm getting to a point where I'm having to be like asking sometimes people for help. And I'm like, this is embarrassing. And if somebody hands me a phone quickly and like it's dark, I have to pull it away. Like that whole like mom meme.
Yeah, you said that yesterday, and then everyone said that you need glasses.
I know I don't need glasses. It's just like if I'm in like a room and then somebody puts it right here, like I haven't had time to like my brain hasn't like focused on it yet. I have to pull away.
Maybe it's a brain issue.
It's definitely a brain issue.
It's not your eyes, it's your brain for sure.
It's been my brain.
My brain's moving a little slow.
You know, it actually made me feel good the other day though. Somebody at work was like, as well, I think sometimes like I can't remember because you know, like I'm kind of a personality hire.
Oh, for sure. Definitely a personality hire. Especially after I saw the karaoke videos.
Rough.
That confirmed personality hire.
I got fired like 3 times that day.
Weren't you bullying your boss?
Well, he was okay. We're in a room of 20 people. This man is sitting 10 feet away from me and it's quiet and I can hear him munch his chips. Everybody could hear him munch his chips. All I messaged him be like, nice munching. And he messaged me back, you're fired. he looked at me, gave me like because I realized obviously that he's munching. And then after that, he was like silently
But
eating.
chips are hard too, because like, how do you eat chips quietly?
He managed to do it. I don't know. But that's what also I was like, I'm not gonna let him sit there.
You
and be
made him
like,
starve. He actually stopped eating
he's
altogether.
like, he has an eating disorder.
Yeah, suddenly I'm not hungry.
I think I did him a favor because nobody wants to be like that person that's munching loud
Yeah.
as hell in a conference room with your clients.
Yeah, no, that's just embarrassing.
Yeah, so I actually helped him.
Life helper over here.
Dude, literally. So my client was like, hey, our investor wants to meet with you. And I was like,
Like
That-
just you?
that sounds like a terrible idea. I messaged my boss. I was like, this is the worst idea they've ever had. I was like, what is he expecting me to do? Like upsell them? Like I was like, he was like, yeah, I get like he's like, honestly, yeah, I agree. It's a terrible idea. Like,
Yeah, I also think you should not do that.
because he was like, maybe you can fly to Utah. I was like, why would like no, like I'm not gonna fly to Utah to go make a fool of myself. Like,
I do that already from home.
Like I'm not gonna fly 5 hours there and somebody asks me a question and be like, I don't freaking know.
I actually don't really know what I'm doing at this job.
I yap. Austin was like, do you even like work? I was like, yeah, because I always used to work in the guest room. And so now I have like a work BFF. Like her and I were like cool, but then when I met her in person, we became like BFFs.
And she's like old, isn't she?
Yeah, she's in her 50s. Old, but she's older.
She's our parents' age.
Her daughter is my age. Like, her daughter turns 30 in November, she said. So he's like, and then Austin met her when she was in New York because we were all in the same hotel for work. Austin was like, do you even get anything done? Because I'll call her. Like, honestly, I want her to text. Like, we're actually friends at this point.
I would say that's me and my coworker.
It's just like funny because I don't know. I just feel like because Austin's saying like he's like, oh, I'm the youngest person at my job, and I was like, I'm one of the youngest people. I think I'm the second youngest person at my third. My friend, my boss's boss is the same age as me, but he's like born the same year, but born in December. I'm in
Your
February.
boss's boss?
Yeah, he's the smartest person I've ever fucking met. He went to medical school at 16.
Wow.
I was like, don't talk to me. I was like, don't ask me any questions. I'm really dumb. He was the one who interviewed me and then got me. I was like, you're not as smart as you think.
You're like,
And he's well, technically 28. It's like you. We're born the same year, but like you're
yeah.
September
Yeah.
and he's December, so he's 10
So
months
he'll
younger.
turn, yeah. Damn, so he's even younger than me.
And he's
Oh, wait, no, because he's your age.
you're 95.
Yeah.
Yeah, so is he. So am I.
Okay. Oh, wow. So he was like in my, well, I was gonna say like my
was your
graduating
grade.
year, but if he's in med school and he's like 16.
He was
then-
out of school by literally in med school at 16. I was like, at 16, I don't even think I know how to do 2 + 2. Like, like what?
Last night, Austin was like, yeah, I graduated like college in 14. I was like, oh, I graduated in 14 too, but high school. And he was like, no, you didn't. And I was like, no, I did. And he like had to sit there and do the math. And he was like, wow, I'm really bad at math. You're right. You did graduate then. And I was like, how do you not know this? You know, I'm a year after Isabel.
I think he forgets that because I graduated college late. He
yeah.
forgets that where I'm at.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because he was like, you graduated early though. And I was like, not from high school.
Yeah, no.
No, I did normal high school. I graduated college 1 semester early. And that was
I think he
because-
thinks you graduated high school early because you were like kind of out of high school at senior year. You were doing like the college
Yeah.
classes. So I think in his mind, he's like, oh, she went to college early.
Yeah. I think we just mainly bully him though.
Yeah. Honestly, I'll give it to him. He's such a champ about being bullied.
Yeah. He really is.
I bully him. Honestly, he gets bullied by everybody.
Yeah.
And
He's also an easy target though.
I don't know what it is. He's such an easy
Okay.
target.
Okay, but that's the thing is like, you know, those people that are easy targets that get their feelings hurt by it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the one person that I had to apologize to last week.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You're an easy target, just like take it. And then I think when you show that you're getting angry, like it makes you want to bully them more.
I think like honestly, I think it's a confidence thing
It is.
because if you're not, because you give it back.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Like-
100%. We can handle it.
Yeah, like if you,
Because we are so confident.
Yeah, we're super confident. I think like if you're gonna be a bully, you have to be able to be bullied.
Oh, 100%.
Like, otherwise you just suck on.
Otherwise, you're a bully.
yeah, you know, you just yeah.
Yeah, otherwise you're a bully. Like if you are bullying, but you can't be bullied, then that is a bully.
Yeah.
Like that's that kid in like, I don't know, you see it mainly in like television shows where they like steal your lunchbox.
And, like flush your head down the toilet.
Yeah, and then like
Does that stuff really happen?
probably at some schools. Honestly, probably happens at my mom's school.
I was talking in high school. I was like, I feel like nobody really bullies anybody at our high school. Like people were mean, but I don't think it was like bullying. Because you
I don't
remember, even
know.
that kid would walk around with all the books on his head, and people kind of respected him. Like, you know.
And then there was
This
that
guy
one
would
kid that was
not-
always running.
Yeah, this was the wildest thing. This guy would walk around school with like 3 textbooks on his head,
Yeah.
would never hold them, and that's how he walked from class to class. It was wild.
I wonder if someone talked to him and like he was probably like, yeah, so it's so I can use my hands.
But he wasn't doing anything. I checked. And then one time somebody did knock them down. Like I was there.
I think I remember this.
And people were mad. They were like, help. They were like, like you suck. Like people were mad about it.
I feel like people did kind of bully him. I feel like he'd always have them on their heads and like the kids would like kind of like try and tap him.
Probably, but I feel like when that happened, people got mad. Like I was like, leave him alone. Like what's he like? What is he really doing that's bothering you? Like
Yeah.
yeah, it's a little weird, but like, but I remember like quote unquote cool kids would help him pick up his books and be like, you suck. That
I think it
whatever.
depends. There was some of the nice cool kids and then there were some of the mean cool kids.
The mean cool kids were mean.
Yeah. Yeah. And those were the ones that were like trying to like tip and tap the books.
Yeah, I'm like, why? Like you don't look cool doing that.
Yeah. We have our fantasy draft this week.
I know. Austin was saying he's like, I have to go to a meeting and I like a dinner meeting. He's like, can you come? I was like, I have a fantasy draft.
I'm sorry.
He's
Gotta
like,
be
can
with
you
the
still
boys.
come? And I was like, well, I don't want to be rude and be on my phone.
Well, and it's funny too, because like the boys I know in their leagues, like they like have like a big like draft, all get together. Like there's one tomorrow, Sunday, at the Ivy, where all the boys are like, I guess, bringing their laptops and they're drafting at the Ivy tomorrow. And so Mish asked me what we do for ours, and I was like, well, nothing. Girls are
went to-
busy.
Yeah. I mean, I went to Lauren's house and she like, sweet Lauren, she was always cooking for me 'cause she knew I sucked. she like cooked something and then we ended up just like sitting on like the couch or whatever.
Last year I was
doing it.
traveling for work, and I remember I did it at my brother's,
Tyler was there too because he had a draft that same night, so we kind of just did like a mini draft night.
and Austin just sat there.
Austin was going to come. I can't remember what happened, but something came up, so he wasn't able to come.
Oh, okay. So he just wasn't there. Gotcha.
Yeah, I remember Lauren was like asking for advice, and I was like, I gotta do this on my own. Like,
Yeah.
And then I started texting my guy friends, kind of being like, oh, like, what are your thoughts on this? They would text me back, and then I was like, I see the way you lose money when you gamble on sports. Why am I asking you? I feel like
You
people
don't
that
count.
don't know what they're doing almost always do better than. Not
Yeah.
always, but like
I mean,
in situations.
You
like-
always hear about like the girl that like bet on a team, chose a team because of like their color.
When I had my first fantasy football league I ever did, I won. I had no idea what I was doing.
In this league, I got 4th place last year, and I kind of got robbed there because the girl that got 1st place, literally, I want to say 5 times in
I
the
think I only
season.
played her twice.
The way somehow our like league got put together and like randomized, for some reason, I literally played her 4 times, and I was like,
Lauren
why-
hated her. She was like, "Frickin' Kaplan," or whatever it was.
There's Kaplan, and then there was team football.
Oh,
I start this season playing Kaplan. I was like, this is a
It was Team Kaplan.
yeah. And this year, Team Kaplan, that's my week 1 game. This sucks. Like
What's
I'm
my name again? I can't remember my football name. I think it's probably like Izzy and the Titties.
no. Oh, it's double TDs.
Oh yeah.
I only know because Michelle asked me yesterday. She was like, I made my account and stuff. I like see that you made yours, and I was like, no, I didn't. And she was like, you're in this, and I was like, oh, it's just because it's a redo of last year's.
Is she in our fantasy?
Mhm.
league? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, she hasn't been added to the group message yet.
That's why I
but
didn't know she was in.
yeah, Tori's the one that invited her.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I drive again for work on Monday, so maybe I'll listen to some podcasts then. My issue with that is say these guys' names, and like I need to write notes.
Yeah,
Like I don't know their names. I'm not gonna remember this.
yeah. I need to do some research. I guess we'll have to ask Michelle to that fantasy chat that we have. What's
Yeah.
it called? Like football sluts or something?
Something like that.
You know what? Shannon and I were talking Uber back to my apartment, and she's like, all of our group chats have like funny names. She's like, except for the New York one. She's like, we've got to change it.
I think also group chat names have to like come about.
Yeah, like the panty dropper. Like,
Yeah, something has to happen or something has to be said, and then that happens.
part of the chat. Like, well, I don't know. I came up with Titty Committee just because
You're dumb.
I'm dumb.
I mean,
But
we
it kind of
started-
works.
the Europe trip group, we started Greek Freak, and yeah, I just came up with that. Honest because of Giannis Antetokounmpo or whatever.
I don't know who that is.
He plays in the NBA, but he's from Greece, and
Oh.
that's his nickname is Greek Freak. And so I was like, Greek Freak.
Oh, yeah, and then we changed it to panty dropper, which was fitting,
Yeah, that's
which was our automobile.
And
Oh, we
then-
brought the panty dropper up in the Uber too because I got in the front. Well, because I thought Tyler was gonna get in the front because he's tall,
yeah.
and he's like, "I'm getting in the back," and I was like, "Okay, well then I'll take the front." And then Austin's like, "You always take the front. Like I'm gonna take the front." And I was like, "Austin, you don't understand. Like I'm a front passenger drive. Like
Do you actually get like sick?
I will stand waiting for the subway and look at it pass, and it gives me motion sickness." Like I'm not even on the freaking subway. Like I have to look down because it makes me, and I never used to be this way. Like I didn't used to get it.
I think age does like
But I feel like I almost have it worse than anybody I know. Like the fact that I'm just looking at a subway or a train like going past, that gives me motion sickness.
yeah, that's bad.
So I just like look.
I
at
mean,
the
that's
ground.
when you're like in a car and like the truck next to you kind of starts moving and
Yeah.
like and you look at it and it like looks weird. I feel like people get motion sickness with that too.
And that's why I'm so surprised that I didn't get it on that boat. I don't.
Meanwhile, I was fucking
know.
dying and I've never had motion sickness in my entire life.
I think I like absorb. We like traded places. I had motion sickness for a little bit, and then I went to the front and kind of like got. I don't know. I get it so bad to the point where people are literally questioning it because they think I'm being dramatic.
So here we are, obviously recording. It's Saturday.
Honestly, I'm
Then-
gonna say this Twisted Tea is actually helping me because I was kind of unwell this morning.
I feel like Twisted Teas are kind of underrated.
Austin's been on a really big Twisted Tea kick lately.
I don't think I ever buy them.
I don't.
When someone else has one, I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll dabble in that.
Do you want to sip?
Not really.
Mm.
That's not something I really think it would be good right now.
Okay.
But Florida State football kicks off soon. So we're going to go watch that game. And then are we still going to the Yankee game?
I don't know. You tell me. Do you want to go?
I was planning on it.
I was planning on
Okay.
it too. That's
We
like
just need to buy tickets.
yeah. Austin and I were talking about this morning. He's like, we're still going to the Yankees, right? I was like,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, no, that's my plan. So yeah, well, and then I guess we'll meet up with everyone. I wonder if they're like sad that we're doing something. Oh well, they're here working.
Whoops.
They also went home last night at 6:30.
Literally at 6:30. They were like, we're tired. It wasn't even 6:30 when they said that. They're like, I think we're gonna go. I was like, it's not even 6:30. Literally pulled on my phone. I was like, it's not even 6:30.
The phone was not dead yet.
Yeah, the phone was barely alive though. It sucks. It's guys, I cannot explain. Like I was showing her the map and I was like, oh, I can scroll down here right now. The whole thing. And Austin does this thing where I can't do it. I don't know why I can't. He does something where it magically kind of starts working again.
It's funny because I feel like we replaced bitching about what was it called? I want to call it Robin Hood, but I don't think it was. What was that thing that we used to edit on for the pod?
Riverside. Oh my god.
We used to bitch about that every episode. Obviously, we got rid of using Riverside, clearly, because we don't bitch about it anymore. But I feel like we've replaced bitching about Riverside with bitching about your phone.
It's so bad. I'm gonna ask for a new one for Christmas. I'll be like, look, I'll literally split the cost in half.
I was actually thinking about that when you were walking over here today. I was like, I think like that's what Isabel should ask for Christmas, or even if it's like
I'll literally pay
$100.
like half of it.
All I want for Christmas is $100 to go towards a phone. Like that's it.
Like I'll have like my whole family. Like I spent a lot of money on Christmas last year. And my whole family did. We like bought a bunch of presents for each other. It was very different. But if all my family just chips in like $100 towards my phone instead of buying me anything, like I'm fine with that.
Yeah, no, you need to. I'm honestly, knock on wood, I hope that phone makes it until Christmas.
Me too. Like
I think it could like spontaneously combust.
It really could. I was saying if it worked, I would just buy a new battery, but it's so bad that I need to replace the whole thing.
Yeah, no, it's horrendous. I don't know how you function with that thing.
I went to show Haley a picture that I took and it didn't take, and it was like a picture of my dog in a cone.
Yeah. You made me like pose for a while too, I feel like.
Yeah, because I was like, all right,
what's
it's not taking.
Like? And then it's just an old photo. I'm like, okay. So I stood there and did that for no reason.
Yeah, also, Bup, Aria, the pretend, is in a cone right now.
Yeah,
she got a ulcer, which basically is like a cut on their eye from her food. Ate too fast, I could like splash in her face. I don't even know.
How do you know it's from her food?
Well, because she was fine, and then she ate, and then she was like this after she ate. She was like twitching her eye, which I just thought was like funny. Because I was like, "Oh, be fine."
You're like, "Oh, twitch."
Just, yeah, well, because she's such a like. I'm not even surprised. Of course, it happens to her too.
I mean, yeah, because that's something that would happen to you.
Everybody's like, you and your dog are just like, and I'm like, my dog is such a twit. Like, I don't know how to take that.
Yep.
I mean, she's a sweetheart, but she's just a twit in the world.
Even this morning, I woke up. This is kind of random. And I was like, because tomorrow everyone wants to do a bottomless brunch. And I was like, I don't know if I can hang. Yeah, there's part of me where I was like, maybe I just don't drink tomorrow.
Maybe not.
I always say that, I always go into a week and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be so sober. I'm not going to drink this weekend. And then I end up drinking. So I take that all back. Never mind. Act like I never said anything.
Honestly, like I want to try to be sober so bad, but I just have a problem.
I know I could because I have before.
I used to be like not drinking at all. Now I suck.
But also we're on a trip. But so here, my issue is then we have Labor Day weekend next weekend. And that's going to require a lot of drinking.
Austin last night?
We'll deal with that later. Austin's bored and he's like, when can I come hang out with you guys?
Literally, he was like, can I come join you guys? I was like, no.
We're recording a podcast. And he refuses to even listen to the podcast. Maybe you have to start giving him incentives. I told him I'm going to start quizzing him and then I'll never rub his back again. Because his thing is like he loves back. Well, maybe you got to start putting in like, all right, the secret word is purple. And so then he has to tell you what the secret word was in order to get a back rub.
That's fair.
That might get him listening because that's rude. We need support.
Yeah. And he's not being I would listen to his and I bet you his would suck.
That's more effort than I think he's willing to give. Honestly, this podcast is more effort than most people are willing to give.
Dude, this podcast is a lot of work.
Like even this morning, I was like, damn, if we didn't have to record, like we'd have so much more time to like do other things.
It's not even the recording part. It's the freaking edit. I'm like, shit, not this again. Sometimes I will be like, I don't want to record. Like,
yeah, honestly, though, I will say we've gotten better at speaking, the editing has gotten easier.
Yeah, we're trying to be more aware of our ums and likes. But the likes are kind of a struggle, but we're working
I
on it.
also notice from editing, every time I'm editing, I listen to myself, and when my brain is trying to form thoughts, I always say, I mean, and then I say a sentence.
Yeah, I do know you say I mean, but you've always said that, I feel like.
Yeah, but it's annoying. I'm trying to edit those out.
I know. I didn't realize how often I said like until I started listening to myself. And then Austin, now that we're in a 1-bedroom, like he would listen to my calls. He'd like, you say the word like a lot.
Even in that story, you used
I know.
it a lot.
I realized that too. I was
to
like,
tell
oh
the
no.
story. And that's when you're being self-aware of it.
I
too.
know. That's bad.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Oh, that's
Oh god.
my work BFF. I think I'm just gonna start calling her like my work sister because she was like, "Oh, you're like my work daughter." I was like, "Yeah, I don't want to make you feel old."
My work mom.
Yeah, like I don't want to make.
Yeah, because like people have work husbands even though they're married.
Yeah. Okay. So I saw this thing and it was like this guy got offended that she called him her work husband because he was like, I'm married to one woman and one woman only. And I was kind of like, if somebody's calling you their work husband, like they're not hitting on you.
Yeah.
To me, that's just kind of like a male work BFF.
Yeah. More normal to say my work husband than my male work BFF.
Yeah, and the comments were like, "This guy is such a green flag," and I'm like, "I think y'all are being weird. Like y'all made it weird."
Yeah, y'all are thinking too much into it.
Yeah, like she's not. And then he was like, she kind of got taken aback, like she was kind of like almost offended by it because he like announced it because she was like, "Oh, it's like my work husband," and they were like in a group of people, and he was like, I'm only married to one woman. You're not my work wife." It's kind of like embarrassing a little bit.
Yeah, that's like calling someone your best friend, and then the other person's like, "You're not my best friend."
Like seriously, like in a group of people in front of all your coworkers,
and
like,
you're just like,
I would be in that would. I think that would annoy me too, like because you just
no.
made me look stupid.
Yeah, I hate when people try and make other people look stupid.
And he's like, I'm only married to one woman. No shit.
No, you're not Mormon.
They're not allowed to be married to multiple people.
And who is it that does that?
Well, they used to be.
Oh, they changed their rules?
No, it's illegal.
Oh, in the country?
Yeah, but I think like the weird backwood Mormons are.
They're still doing it?
Yeah, like like those weird backwood people.
Like the Amish?
No, weirder than the Amish. Like they have like one tooth type of people.
Do they not believe in a dentist?
No, because this is like redneck McGee Mormon type of thing. You know what I mean?
Like cult Mormons.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I work with a lot of Mormons.
I'm in the Sex and the City part right now where Charlotte is seeing Harry.
Yeah.
And he's refusing to be with her because she's not Jewish. Poor Charlotte. And I think this is the first time I'm actually liking Charlotte.
I just find her prudish. But
she is, but like I think then that's why I think like this is the first time where I'm stopping to care about like how everyone else perceives things and thinks and stuff. That's how she was at first, even when she was seeing Harry. Like she was like, you have to shave your back, you have to do this, like why are you doing this? Like she wanted to be like that perfect
like
magazine family.
She honestly she was given like Southern girl vibes.
Yeah,
even though she's from like Connecticut because I looked it up. I was like, where's she from?
Speaking of magazines, this hotel room, the magazine that was in our room, it's the magazine I used to work for.
Oh, that's fun. The one that's getting sued.
Are you getting sued?
Oh, wasn't your old boss getting sued?
Oh no, that's a brand.
Oh.
No, this is when I worked for the magazine. I worked for them like in 2020. That brand I worked for like in like 2018. I worked for them for like 3 months, and then they wanted me to be part of the lawsuit. Which
I remember we got that text.
She wanted to give like, and I wrote a whole letter for her, and then she wanted to like give me an update the case. I don't really know, but it was during market. It's also when I was sick. So I was like, I'm so sorry. And she's in my industry, or she was in my industry. She obviously doesn't work for this guy anymore. She's suing him. But she like kept wanting to talk to me during market. Oh gosh. The house ladies are here, the maids or whatever. You're good. Just kidding. It was our friends and not the maids. So we're now gonna get off and go Knowles. Bye y'all.
Bye. Go Knowles.